day 91 of 20 English Speaking Challenge. I'm sorry if the video will be taking a lot since I am holding my phone using my hands. Yes, my phone holder was broken, and the one that the only one that is not broken was too small to give a proper, let's say, angle to make challenge that means myself, so I have no choice. Yeah, let's talk about daily routine. And I believe I haven't talked about it in this challenge. I never believe i I haven't talked about this challenge yet. And for me, I do not have a fixed daily routine. But at the time that I wake up, the time when I go to working place, the time when I went back home, the time when I go somewhere, the time when I do my, let's say, hobby, the time when I start to sleep, I do not have a fixed daily routine. And somehow there are moments when I found my life, no, what I found, when I felt like my life was too boring because it's quite monotonous. And well, let's get back to the daily routine. Like, I believe the biggest factor that affects my daily routine was my working hour. And I usually have more than one job to survive, bro. In the third world country, we need more than a job, especially if the job didn't give you a decent salary. Yeah, sadly. And at working place, we have to shift, like the working place, the on like the working place of a stable job that I have. We have two shifts, morning shift and then afternoon shift. And then in the morning shift, I usually need to go to work like in the morning, obviously, until in the afternoon. And then for the afternoon shift, I need to go to my working place in the afternoon and then finish it at night. And I believe I have around like 7 hours. I have around 7 working hours a day. And then for the other job, it depends on my schedule and my client schedule. And the other job was, a private tutor. I was like easily take this job and then use my home as my working place, or it could be my private student home. We use it as the working place. So the time we need to find a time to suit our, like, both parties to start a job. And yeah, it really really affects my, let's say, my daily routine. And somehow, well, I believe I mentioned about it before. Yeah, still feel there are times when I still feeling, my life is too boring. And for the morning part, morning routine, I didn't have a really morning routine, especially if I had a, I had shorter sleeping time. because I'm a night owl. So I usually sleep quite too late. And there are times when I sleep really earlier in the earlier morning. And I usually wake up like for doing my, you know, for doing praying. I do not really like to talk about praying because it's something private, I would say. So yeah, for subuh, like other Muslim people, and then I usually go to sleep again. I wake up doing my stuff before I go to working place. And if I do not have a, let's say, I do not have to go to my working place in the morning. If I, let's say, I got a afternoon shift, I would sleep again quite longer. And then after that, I do, let's say, household chores, cleaning home, etc. And yeah, nothing really special about my daily routine actually. And perhaps if we are talking about my hobbies, well, I do it often, like almost daily, watching anime, and then let's say I need to make my Duolingo strike go on and opened. Like I started to use, I believe I mentioned about it. I started to use ISO app, so I use it like open the app to make it part to make it as part of my daily routine. And then there are moments when I watch videos in a language that I have been learning, and reading something. Yes, sadly, I am still in the moment. Like I do not want to read books like physical books. Sadly, and I even lost this routine of reading fiction on a platform, writing platforms such as web novel, Wattpad, etc. Sadly, I lost this, you know, this habit at times, meaning that there are moments when I start it again, and then there are moments when I stop it again. Though I believe I read books, I started to read book a few days ago, and then I stopped it again. Ah! I need to start to read books. Perhaps, not perhaps. I should have finished. Like I have some books that I haven't finished yet. I need to read books. I believe I started my reading habit again. And well, what should I say again? That's all. Pretty much the boring part. And I even, started to draw. I believe I said it. I mentioned it in I don't know which videos. Yeah, try to train my hand to work on drawing lines, etc. I don't know. I have no idea what should I talk again. And yeah, perhaps it's enough. I hope you enjoy it. Bye. Bye bye.